Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. Woo? Apparently we don't want to be all flashy down here. In the last episode, we discovered this ancient map that's incomplete but may have led Revan and Malak to the Starforge. Let's try that again. There we go. We found this ancient map that Revan and Malak may have found that showed them how to get to the Starforge, but it seems incomplete. And it looks like we're going to have to travel to a couple different planets, kind of on the trail in the footsteps of Revan and Malak, and see if we can't discover the actual truth behind what they found. First thing, though, we need to head back and tell the Jedi Council about it. So, we're going to have to leave these ancient ruins. We'll also have to tell the Jedi Council about what happened to Nemo. Hopefully they don't ask any questions about why Bastila is wearing his clothes. I know it might seem odd when we walk in. The worst part is, didn't even wash them. Just took the clothes off the body and put them on. Like, didn't even bother to scrub the stank of death out of them. Terrible. Oh! We got Cath Hounds. Take care of them on the way back. Use our choke power on them. There we go. Feel like running back since we had such a poor intro to this episode. It gives us time for a little bit of lightsaber vroom, 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 while we're running. Best part of the game, in my opinion. All right. Come on. There we go. Ooh. He fell asleep. He must have been dog-tired. Mm-hmm. Only the best jokes here at Grug Gaming. Okay, that's a lie. If you're with us this long, you know it's a lot of really bad jokes. But occasionally we're funny, we hope. Let's see here. Adam Larp. He's role-playing being a Rhodian. Pardon us, John. Pardon us, Jedi number 1. Everyone's with us, okay. Oh, Bastila seems to have something on her mind. Perhaps we should talk to her about it. Yes, let's talk to Bastila.
How can I help?
I want to talk to you about the dream. Actually, you look like something's bothering you. A little bit better intro, a little bit smoother, Grug. There we go.
No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question.
I think you're interested in more than just the bond between us. No. Let's see. I still don't understand this bond of ours, or... Yeah, we'll say that. I still don't understand this bond of ours.
Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship.
Our relationship, eh? Alright, let's not be mean to her. Okay, I'll answer a couple questions.
Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I'm a Hutt in human form, plotting to overthrow the Republic. These are some great questions, but let's just tell her the truth. I was a scout. The fleet recruited me for my skills. They could pay the bills.
Good. On which planet were you born?
On Duralia. It's in a remote system. Why?
Excellent. Your current age is?
3012. Wasn't all this in my service records, Bastila?
Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character.
And what did you find out, lady?
You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taurus. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
Okay. Ooh, journal entry there. Investigate the ruins. You have solved the puzzle of the ancient builder. Okay, there we go. You have solved the puzzles of the ancient builder computers and were able to open the doors deeper in the ruins. In the chamber beyond, you found an ancient star map with several locations marked on it. Bastila believes that Revan and Malak followed this map, and it led them to the Star Forge, which somehow affected them. You should return to the council and tell them your findings. We are in the quest we've already completed section. There we go, Bastila. Because of the bond you and Bastila share, she is extremely interested in learning more about your character. However, you get the sense there is something she isn't telling you. Like how dreadfully handsome we are. Right, Bastila? We'll talk later. Right now we have business with the council. Aw, I'm going to do this again. Right now we have business with the council. All that build up for nothing on that. Makes me kind of sad. Alright. They should be back over this way unless we're lost again. Yep, that's the Ebon Hawk. We're lost. As usual. The council is over this way. Here we go. What's up? We're back. We brought Nemo's clothes. We better save. In case they notice.
You have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins?
Huh. Now we could lie outright to the council. But I don't see any reason for us to lie to them about this right now. Or we'll say yes. Let's lie.
What are you talking about? The council must be told of what we found there.
Damn it!
We found an incomplete star map, Master Vandar. And an ancient droid that mentioned something about a star forge.
This news of a star forge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Star Forge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge.
I am ready to do the Council's will, especially since we can't tell any lies in front of you while Bastila is back here ruining it for us.
The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure.
I am to undertake this task alone?
Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith. But it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Jahani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Great. Bastila and the Catwoman. No. There are others I want to join me. Namely Canderous, because he understands us.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
When do I leave?
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Oh, got dark side points. Just for telling a little lie. Check our journal here. Oh, we got a whole bunch. So Bastila, we already read that. Jahani, the Jedi Council have said that you will be accompanied by Jahani, a young Cathar Jedi. I wondered what that race was, the Cathar. She seems to be still troubled by her emotions. Perhaps in time, you can help her. And then a quest for the Star Forge. The Jedi Council has instructed you to seek out the ancient star maps scattered about the galaxy in the hopes of uncovering the location of the mysterious Star Forge, as Revan and Malak did before you. Alright. Well, we've got Bastila with us. Mission. I think we should head back to the Ebon Hawk. We've got a couple levels. A lot has happened. I'm sure our crew will want to know what our plan is. And she's not here. Jahani must be back on our ship. Our crew will probably want to talk to us. We'll go over what's happening. See if Canderous has any more war stories for us. We love hearing those. Hello, mister.
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Ba mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest.
How do you know the council gave me this mission?
Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukune mule rabes. Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonkwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira. Kachi kun ita haudonga. Yiking kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
What could be more dangerous than the Sith?
Ta kumjus tak miki grabul mogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Ba mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabest. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tokning chatukune mule rabes.
Well, I think we know what makes it so dangerous. It feeds on the blood of people like us. That's a really dumb question. Why are you telling me this, buddy?
Kachikun ita haudonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkuno pamulera-chikun. Slimo-podona rundihodunga-ku hunkabe. Muchashakpakat. Kienono namapaole rachikun. Runda-dihodonga-kun hunkabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek tugning chatukune mulerabes.
Then why are you so worried about them now?
Takum just tak miki grabel mogo kachichu ita bodunga tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Pamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa nita poe tikito dolpa da bongwaleo gandonan chuchut kachi chu ita dundonga yumalita kuto tun chilamulane ni dubobo wonga kumbist jang ba mulera.
The Great Hunt? What's that?
Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkuno pamulera-chikun. Slimo-podona rundihodunga-ku hunkabe. Wi itanandayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu nandetik. Shatung ni patoga. Wanakuspe ching palamule tonke. Runda dihodonga kun hunkabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek tugning chatukune mulerabes.
So the Jedi just killed these creatures?
Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkuno pamulera-chikun. Slimo-podona rundihodunga-ku hunkabe. Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkuno pamulera-chikun. Slimo-podona rundihodunga-ku hunkabe. Wi itanandayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu nandetik. Shatung ni patoga. Wanakuspe ching palamule tonke. Runda dihodonga kun hunkabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek tugning chatukune mulerabes.
What was so special about those three?
Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkuno pamulera-chikun. Slimo-podona rundihodunga-ku hunkabe. Runda dihodonga kun hunkabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek tugning chatukune mulerabes. Wi itanandayata. Wata yuma wamahuhu nandetik. Shatung ni patoga. Wanakuspe ching palamule tonke. Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkuno pamulera-chikun. Slimo-podona rundihodunga-ku hunkabe.
Huh. Well, let's ask you some questions before we head out then.
Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkuno pamulera-chikun. Slimo-podona rundihodunga-ku hunkabe.
Okay. I'm looking for more crystals for my lightsaber. Just ask that out of nowhere.
Kachikun itahodonga, ikinkuno pamulera-chikun. Slimo-podona rundihodunga-ku hunkabe. Jedabadawana ni dibobo. Tong nabung siya nununya. Tong patukasmak talea.
Well, we've already been to those caves, so you don't need to worry about that. What we do need to do, though... Ah, there it is. Hello, Kratos Yerkel. We need to have a talk.
Achuta. Wonga kunbis dolbi kikugoyana. Tong patugas maktelea. Runda dihodonga kun hunkabi. Wanakun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotek tuk nin chatukun ne mulerabes. Jeda badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabung siya nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Ka chikun itahodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo po dona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Achuta. Wonga kun bis dolpi kikoyana. Tong patugas magtalea.
You've already told us all about the Zerka Corporation. I'd like to see what you have for sale, buddy.
Jeda badawana ni dibobo. Tong nabung siya nununya. Tong patukas magtalea. Mucho siya pakat. Kiye no namapaule rachikun.
Alright. We need to buy some more med packs. Refill our set. I also wanted to see if he had anything. No, I was hoping for maybe some more Jedi armor, like that knight armor we found, but he doesn't have any. He does have, just a lot of, like, do you want to spend all your money on a single weapon? Because boy, do we have things for you. Yeah, these are just stupid expensive. We should just kill this guy and take his stuff. It would be so much easier. But alas, too many other Jedis around. So, nothing there useful. Let's head on to our ship here. Out of the way, security droid. Alright, we have got some talking to do. So, let's start with mission. There she is. Hello, mission. Save our game.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk about your brother.
Don't tell me you believe Lena's lies. Griff might be working as a miner on Tatooine, but the rest of her story is Bantha Poodoo. You can't trust someone like her. At least Griff's free of her clutches. I'd like to go speak to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine if we have time. Maybe I can arrange to see my brother again.
Sure thing. We'll find your brother, mission.
I just hope he's not in any kind of trouble when we do.
Okay. How did we not get a journal update for that? Anything else?
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Talk about your brother again.
I've been thinking about Lena and what she said about Griff. You know, how he was always blaming other people for his problems? There might be something to what she said.
Huh. Griff may not be perfect, but he is your brother, mission.
No, of course not. Not really. But what if it was his idea to leave me behind? I'm not saying Griff would just abandon me, but maybe he did want to leave me behind. Just temporarily, you know? He might have done that if he planned on coming back later, but things don't usually work out for Griff the way he planned, you know? And that's when he'd get in trouble. He was always borrowing money he could never pay back. He might have been trying to skip out on his debts when he left Harris. He would have to leave his little sister behind so it would look like he was coming back.
Let's see here. Kind of like how you came to Terrace in the first place, or so he sacrificed you to save his own hide. No, I'm going to go with kind of like how you came to Terrace in the first place.
Yeah, well, no, not exactly. Look, all I'm trying to say is that the more I think back, the more I realize I might be idolizing my brother a bit, not seeing all his faults. I still want to find him. I need to see him again. It's just that I'm not sure how I'll react when I do.
When the time comes, you'll know what to say, mission.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't want to judge him yet. Maybe Lena was lying. Or maybe she wasn't. All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerka Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now. Hey there, what can I do for you?
Let's talk about your brother a little bit more.
All I know is I'd like to speak to Griff myself. If we have time, I'd like to go talk to the Zerker Corp rep on Tatooine and see what he has to say about where my brother is now.
Cool. Let's talk to... who's in here? Canderous. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, what do you want?
I want some stories of the war.
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
But what about the Sith?
The Sith had gone, retreated into their empire. They sealed themselves off from the rest of the galaxy. We thought it would be centuries before they'd come back. It's amazing that they could rebuild their fleet so fast. But at the time, it looked like the galaxy was in our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
What happened in the battle, Canderous? Tell me more.
It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Why didn't you retreat?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing for now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Another journal entry on Canderous here. Let's see, there we go. Canderous described the end of the Mandalorian Wars to you. He seemed to admire Revan greatly. Maybe you can ask him about this later. Let's see if it's later enough.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
You found work as a mercenary, right?
Yeah, I found word on Taris. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Taris and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Taris could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
I am honored, Canderous.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
Nope.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Oh, more journal entries for him. Canderous told how Revan and his forces destroyed the Mandalorians' weaponry and exiled them, scattering them across the Outer Rim. He thinks that now, with you, he might find worthy opponents once again. You might try to talk to him more later. Let's try again.
Yeah, what do you want?
Nope. Nothing
Your
more
choice.
for now.
I'm here if you want something done right.
All right, so that's all Canderous has to say to us. We'll go through the rest of the ship and talk to the rest of our crew. In the next episode, stop tearing at the table. It's just a workbench, Grug. It's okay. You can stop it. Oh, it just bothered me. All right, we're done with Canderous, folks. We're going to go ahead and end the episode there. We'll talk to the rest of the crew in the next episode of Gaming with Grug. Thanks for watching, everybody. And as always, we hope to see you soon.